What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. Yesterday, I did a reaction to Dear Rebecca by Rittz, and that reminded me. I have put a crown on it, and I haven't done a review for it. Now, I am planning currently to drop a slew of reviews over the summertime, themed around the Summer of Strange sale that they do every year. I don't know if they're doing it this year or not. But, you know, put a crown on it. This is the first album that Rittz has put out since he's left Strange Music, so there's really no reason to put this album out or put this review out during that themed slew of videos. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's jump right into it. That is the front. Now, if you guys have watched my reaction, I stated in there that I am a newer fan to Rittz. I've only been listening to him for a little under a year now. I listened to The Life and Times of Johnny Valiant years ago. I liked a lot of the songs that I had heard on it, but I never listened to it anymore after that. So I still consider myself fairly new to Rittz. Less than a year listening to him, and I figured when this came out, let's just stay up to date with what Rittz is doing. I know he released a new mixtape around the time, I want to say about this time last year, maybe. I think it was like a follow-up to his White Jesus mixtape. I don't know the name. Like I said, I'm new to Rittz, but I don't have those mixtapes. But I figured as far as his actual physical releases that he's going to put out, let's stay up to date. So I picked up, put a crown on it, and I've given it lots of listens. And we'll talk about it. Let's jump right into it. That is the front. Pretty actually fucking dope. I think this ties in beautifully with the name of the album. You know, Rittz on a throne. Put a crown on it. Boom. No need to go overboard with it. You know what I mean? We'll flip it open to the inside with the disc. That's what the disc looks like. Simple. C&T Records. And, you know, for the longest time, like, I've always seen him in videos and shit like that. And I've seen, like, you know, different things posted by Strange Music of Rittz. And I always seen the C&T, and I was like, I didn't understand it. I didn't know what it meant. And it honestly took me discovering and really starting to listen to him before I realized that it's his little solo joint he's been wanting to put out, or his solo venture he's been wanting to do for years, Clientele. So that was interesting to learn. On the other side here, you have all the credits for the songs. So, pretty simple. Digipack. Flip it over the back with the track list, which is Asian Fusion.
I got cheap, but I still rock Levi's. I'm a throwback red and white Dion's. Tour bus living, I don't even know she was. All I seen was the teeth and her neat yawns. Said it's time for you to go, bitch, be gone. Got the dad.
Feet up.
CNT, I bet you wishing you could be. Yes, you know, should've known for the drug and a mic like Conan. I stretch you out like a Trojan man. Who the fuck said you my bro ham? Somebody got an animal.
Sound check.
You can hate on, give a goddamn, putting up, but instead my rims. And I love it. They hate me. I want it, but it's clear I ain't going anywhere.
Politically correct.
I'm just playing, I just hate that they get way too sensitive. Can't say the C word, can't say the B word, can't say the N word. Maybe you can if you hang with the friends that okay it if you say it with the A.
Toxic.
In the bed and laughing about the stupid shit that they said. People hate that we're together saying that we're toxic. Like all we do.
Wake up call.
I run up on you in the Zoom store. If you hit snooze too long, you trying to sleep on me. Here's a wake up call. It's time for you to get a wake up call. You done call me generated for way too long. It's time for you to get a wake up call. Scared to get me on the feature cause I'm way too hard.
On the line.
In the GMC Savannah singing Adios Savannah. I'll be back again if I don't die. Homie, I got so much on the line all the time. Feeling like I lost my sight in the clouds.
Paranoid and high.
The whole way down was to get it on my system. I should have never brought the road home. Paranoid and high in the sky. You can see my pupils are huge inside.
Fake smile.
Every day I will pray I die, cause if I don't soon, I'm afraid of taking life. Cause my life fucked up, I may break down. My life, my luck, oh wait, what now? Should've wondered why I can't fake.
Twin Lakes.
Ready for recovery. Trying to escape Twin Lakes. 6 a.m.
Name tattoo.
A man wanted to cover it. She told him no one kept it. Any chick is skeptical to get the dick. I told him let me bitch. I bet you get my name tattoo. Told her not to fall in love cause I ain't that dude. Bitch, I bet you get my.
And live it up.
Live it or live it or living like I'm never gonna get it. No, live it or living like I don't give a fuck. It's real. I'll be fake, hold me up with some wax when I hit that spot.
So one thing I want to say about this album, and I don't want to downplay it at all, because it's really fucking good. It's solid. To me, it's up there with a lot of the shit he put out on Strange. But there is a noticeable difference in production. I don't know if it was the mixing. I don't know if it was the production itself. But the way I know that there is a difference is I have playlists that I keep on my iPod for what I listen to in the car. And it's basically every artist's albums in chronological order. And so sometimes if I'm just in the mood for Rittz, I'll put that playlist on and just for the next few days listen to all of his albums. And when you get through Last Call and it jumps into Asian Fusion, there's a noticeable drop in volume. The bass isn't as, it doesn't hit as hard without turning the volume up and turning the bass up. Actually, a lot of Strange Music albums I have to turn my bass down because it's just there's too much there. So maybe it's Strange Music that's overdoing it on the bass. I don't know. But there's a definite noticeable drop in that. The sound drops, the bass quality drops. Maybe it's just the mixing. So I did want to point that out. But let's go ahead and talk about our standout tracks. Standout tracks: Toxic, On the Line, Toxic, Paranoid and High, Fake Smile. Politically Correct is really good. Asian Fusion, I actually really enjoy. Every single time I listen to the part where it fucking cuts out to him, yeah, let's take on this big dick. Oh, baby, too big, baby.
Take this motherfucking dick. Take it, bitch.
That fucking makes me laugh every goddamn time I hear it. Really the only song that I skip. There's really only one song I skip, and I just, for the life of me, cannot stand him. And that is Feet Up. I don't like Paul Wall. I don't think he's good at rapping. He has no flow. To me, I just don't like him. Anytime he's on any of the fucking other songs, like when I listen to Killer, when it gets to the track, I don't even fucking remember which one he's on there. I skip it. I skip him. You know, listening to Hog by Big Scoob, I skip it. I just don't like Paul Wall. I don't like him. So that's honestly the only song on here that I don't like. But my standout tracks, definitely Toxic, Paranoid and High, Fake Smile. I'm gonna say Twin Lakes too. I feel like Twin Lakes is a really good song. It's definitely Rittz putting out his struggle with sobriety out there. So it's definitely relatable. Not relatable for me, but I think a lot of people can relate to it. And I fuck with it because I think that's a deep song. And to put it out there personally like that was pretty fucking cool of him. You know, music is therapy for a lot of people. So all in all, I think it's a very solid album. I just had to point out the noticeable drop in, I'm just going to say production. I'm just going to say the production seems like it drops off. And again, maybe it could just be Strange Music overproduces. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. All in all, I think it's a very good, solid release. If you are a fan of Rittz and you do not have this album, I don't know what you're waiting for. It's solid. I like it. But anyway, tell me down below what you guys think. What is your favorite tracks? What are your least favorite tracks? And do you agree with me or disagree with me on the Paul Wall situation? Let's fucking fight in the comments. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.